COVID pandemic is spreading in the community like a wildfire. Luckily, 99% of the illness is in the mild form and all of them recover eventually. One important aspect of COVID care and prevention, which is neglected even by us doctors, is diet. Eating pro-inflammatory diet rich in sugars will hamper the immunity of our body to fight the COVID illness. So you should eat more of anti-inflammatory foods. During COVID-19, the body gets weakened and it continues for days even after recovering from the symptoms. Thus, it's essential to consume the right kind of diet for a speedy and complete recovery. What to eat, how much to eat, and what to avoid. Let's see in this video. Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Arun, Naik, a neurosurgeon and a health blogger. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to Doclogues. Eating the right kinds of foods in the right amounts is very crucial for our health even without the COVID illness. We are what we eat, they say. Our diet has a lot to do how we cope with the body stress, how we fight our pains, and how we react to an illness. COVID-19 pandemic has changed a lot in our lives. During this stressful period, it is very essential to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's imperative that no foods or supplements can prevent a COVID-19 infection. But by following a healthy diet, we can keep our immune system fit enough to fight the virus. Let's explore one by one. Number one, eat a variety of foods. Eat a wholesome planned diet always. Eat a combination of different foods including whole grains such as wheat, maize and rice, legumes like lentils and beans, fruits and vegetables. If you are a meat eater, then consider some foods from animal sources like meat, fish, eggs and milk. Take 5 to 7 small meals than 3 big meals. You will digest it well this way. Number 2, eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Some of you may not agree with me. You might have read that fruits contain fructose, that is also a sugar. Friends, in addition to fructose, which is a better sugar metabolically compared to the others, we have a storehouse of essential nutrients in fruits in the form of minerals, vitamins, nutrients and fibers. I want to stress here that when you consume fruits, keep an eye on the amount of carbohydrates you consume in a day and make necessary changes. What I mean, to reduce your sugars when you take fruits. Also, reduce your desserts. Avoid processed fruits and eat fresh seasonal fruit and vegetables. Include strawberries, blueberries. They contain antioxidants called anthocyanins which have excellent anti-inflammatory effects that may reduce your risk of any infectious disease. Avocado, grapes and pineapple are also anti-inflammatory, but again a caution, be moderate with fruits. Number 3, salt intake. Keep your daily salt intake to less than 5 grams, approximately 1 teaspoon, because excess salt increases your blood pressure and increases inflammation. Use less salt for cooking and preparing food. Limit processed and pre-packaged foods, which is heavily loaded with sodium. Number 4, fats. Friends, one myth surrounding our diet is regarding fats. Fats are dangerous for any illness. Wrong. Fats are very essential for good immunity. There are good fats and bad fats. Consume more of good fats, which are very essential in the building block of our cells. Eat moderate amounts of healthier fats and oils. Replace that butter, ghee with oils rich in healthier fat, means unsaturated fats like olive oil, soy, sunflower or corn oil while cooking. Select low fat milk and dairy products. Healthy fats like walnuts, almonds, olive oil and avocados are recommended during these days. You can have small amounts of dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa, which can lift your mood, get rid of anxiety, and also will boost your immunity. Number 5. Non-vegetarian foods. Choose white lean meats like chicken and avoid red meat during a pandemic, as red meat is pro-inflammatory when consumed more. Eat more fish, which are generally lower in fats than red meat. Fish contain those magical omega-3s which are recommended for lowering inflammation in the body. Consume fatty fish such as salmons, tuna, sardines and mackerel. I suggest to eat 150 to 200 grams of these fish 2 to 3 times a week depending on the availability. Number 6. Turmeric. Friends, turmeric is a spice with a strong earthy flavor that's often used in curries and other Indian dishes for centuries. Scientific community is now coming to terms with the enormous health benefits of this healing food. Turmeric has curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory nutrient. Curcumin reduces inflammation related to infection and virus in addition to diabetes and cancer. Just add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder in a glass of warm milk and drink morning and evening after food for sustained anti-inflammatory effect. Number 7. Hydration. Very important. Drink enough water and stay hydrated. Good hydration is crucial for optimal immune response and recuperation. My advice and practice is to drink 2 liters of fluids during the daytime. Number 8. Avoid alcohol use. Alcohol is not a part of any COVID diet. Drinking alcohol doesn't protect you against COVID-19 despite such a belief, and can be dangerous. There is a difference between that sanitizer and your liquor. Also, stop smoking during COVID pandemic. It's a best excuse to kick the butt. Instead, you switch over to green tea along with added spice or masala. Friends, try ginger green tea. It's really soothing during fever. Now, what not to eat? Number 1. Refined carbs. Carbohydrates are fuel for our body. Ancient humans consumed high fiber, unprocessed carbs for millennia in the form of grasses, roots, herbs and fruits. But what has changed? Eating highly refined carbs may drive inflammation. What is refined carb? Refined carb has had most of its fiber removed in the food processing. Fiber promotes fullness, improves blood sugar and feeds the beneficial bacteria in our gut. These carbs have a high glycemic index (GI) than unprocessed ones. High GI foods raise your blood sugar more rapidly than low GI foods, causing insulin resistance, and this state is pro-inflammatory. So avoid refined carbohydrates found in those candies, breads, pasta, pastries, cookies, cakes, sugary drinks, and all processed foods that contain added sugar or flour. When other desserts options are chosen, ensure that they are low in sugar and consume small portions of them. Number 2, avoid processed, baked and fried foods that contain industrially produced trans fats. Avoid fast foods, bakery foods and those high calorie burgers and such. Try steaming or boiling instead of frying food when cooking. These trans fats are number one cause for a pro-inflammatory state, not only for infections but also for your heart and brain health. I will now give you some suggestions for Indian diet plan. For your breakfast, consider sevia, poha, chilla, upma, idli, dosa, egg whites, milk with turmeric, ginger powder. Consider multigrain flour, chapati, rice, vegetable pulao, khichdi, dal, green veg, curds, salads of carrot and cucumber for your lunch. In the evening, you can have ginger tea, veg or small bit of chicken soup and maybe baked beans. In dinner, you can choose multigrain flour, chapati, soya beans, paneer, chicken or green veggie salad of carrots and cucumber. Take home message, friends: eat wholesome nutritious diet involving fresh prepared whole grain foods. Add a variety of veggies. Eat chicken and eggs, 5 to 7 small feeds. Drink enough fluids and stop that alcohol. And yes, you can have your chocolate. With that, friends, we have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching and hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up as usual. If you want to know more about COVID, let me know in the comment section below. Don't miss my video on COVID vaccine. Go ahead and get inoculated as soon as possible, friends, as this is the best way to beat this pandemic. I'll be back with another equally interesting doclog very soon. Till then, feel awesome, live awesome, and take good care of your health. And yes, stay safe.